And it looks like we're kind of trying to hold at least above this 51L7 on the 5-minute. Alright, I think I'm going to jump in on this. Got a 52.54. The 5-minute white zone did just shrink as well. Alright, I'm going to get in cable. I'm long at 55. We're at the 5-minute L7. Here, we're already starting to get a little bounce here, just like we did, about an hour and a half ago? So we started to get a bounce. So I went ahead and got in. We got a white zone shrinking. The 5-minute white zone just shrunk. You see there's no white zone here. So if this could give us a bounce, then I'd like to see this make its way on up. Possibly even to the L7 on the 1 minute eventually. Actually, I don't even think I'm going to put a 15 pip stop. I think I'm going to put a 10 pip stop. And then the reason is I want to, if I only put a 10 pip stop, then if I get stopped out and it comes lower, I can get in a lot lower here. Let's see, now what's this little swing high? 74. 74. Alright, that's 20 pips if we test that. So, you know, I'd like to hit the L7 as a target on the 1 minute. Let's see if this trend can hold. Or let's see actually if this L1's can hold as support here is what we need. Euro yen's jumping, so the yens are weakening. What we need to see is dollar yen not move up as much as these other ones. Okay, we're at 50.51. We're testing this lower level. We see this band shade too on the 1 minute, which is this 49 level. Now if we get this cable trade, this long cable trade to work in our direction, then it could work out to be a decent trade. I mean, we're at the hour level. Hour levels usually, if they hold, they usually bounce for some good distances. So, I mean, the truth is, most times, if a price is making new highs, and then most likely it's going to continue. Right, so we just made a new high. We pulled back to the L1. Now, if this holds, then most likely it's going to try to make a new high. Now, the new high right now is at what? 64.29. You know, obviously that's, you know, 80 pips higher. So if we can show some patience, let this level work down here. This is, I think it's a pretty strong level, and we're in an overall uptrend. And I think we can at least take, you know, a shot at this hour, I mean this 1 minute L7, but we got to see if it's going to get into the the white zone. We got a 5-minute box here to get under, but that 5-minute box is not following a fresh low. See, it kind of failed to make a fresh low here, so this is the time when the 5-minute box is most likely to get broken. Alright, now what I'd like to see is okay, we'll just kind of break into this white zone. That's the first step. Now the 5-minute white zone did shrink at the same time we failed to get a lower low. I mean, that's a signal that we could at least get a move to this 5-minute white zone, which is only about 8 to 10 pips away from where I'd really like to take it. We're long cable at 55. What I do like is we got a little bit of a higher high on the 1 minute, and we're holding above our 1 minute boxes, so these are now what I would call support. We've got full candle close, opens and closes above this line. So we're testing our 1 minute L1s here again. And what we want to see is these act as support. So in other words, we want to see the price bounce up from these boxes. We've got the crossover. The 1 is above 2, as I know Kyriakos was looking for earlier. So they're now crossing over. Now we need these to act as support and the price to move up from here. But we're in a classic tripod setup now. Basically, we've got the 1 and the hours pretty close by, within 5 pips of each other. We've got the 1 minute chart has failed on the lower lows. It's now making higher lows and now made a higher high. So this is a good entry for a tripod. We've got the 1 minute box after a higher high, and we're at an hour box after the hour chart higher high. So we got a fresh high on the hour. So we're entering the hour box after a fresh high, and then we'd be entering the 1 minute box after a fresh high. So that's kind of what you're looking for in a tripod. Now notice the 1 minute white zone shrunk. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so we can see this grid a little bit better. Okay, so we're looking to get it up here around as close to this 80 mark or 70 mark as possible. Now we're starting to see the bounce here, the higher low. Now if we see a higher high, then I feel have more confidence that this is headed in the direction we want it to go. Euro yen is showing some trade behavior. The head of the snake is leading on euro yen. If we can get down to, maybe 85 would be a good entry on euro yen. We got a 15-minute box, L3 on the 5, we have an L7 on the 1 minute. So when you check your level there and you stack your clues, you see you got some pretty good clues on euro yen level at 85. Alright, cable kind of trying to come up and test this 5-minute box area here. We'd like to see it, obviously, price get over that 5-minute box at 59. So right here, attack these 2 white zones. This L7 is really the target I'd like to try and go for, at least for my first scale out, and then I'd like to hit up here at 80 for my second scale out. So finally moving up here. Let's see if we can get a higher high. I'm looking for a higher high. Nice, Dave, exactly. 5.5 a euro yen, 8 on balance. So stacking up pips. Here's 62, so plus 7 on the cable, 63 plus 8. Alright, let's see if we can go and try to hit this L7 here. Looks like we've got a higher high now. Just trying to get through this white zone. Also, euro dollar's taking a higher high. Alright, Stan took plus 10 on cable with 2 lots. You got it, Stan. I've got 65 plus 10 right now. Now if you look at the 5-minute, we just had the bounce on the 5-minute and we're working up. We just formed a nice green candle. So I'd like to see if we can't try to continue higher. Got a 63, 64 for plus 8 right now in the position. Alright, so let's see if it's going to come down here and use its 1-minute boxes as some support. Still liking what I see on the 1 minute. Now you're going to have to weather some pullbacks in an up move, but we still just made a higher high and we're still holding higher lows here. So if these 1-minute boxes hold as support, which is what I'm expecting we'll do, then we'll get another move up. And here we go. We're already starting to get that other move up right now. So what I want to see is another higher high, obviously, and a touch on this L7. Here we go, back to 63 plus 8. I'd like to see a higher high here. Back up to plus 9 on cable, 64, 65. I want to see this pop above. There's 66 plus 11. And we're up here close to this L7 at 68. I was looking to get up there a little bit more. But we did just crack a little bit higher of a high. Alright, Dave's in on a pretty good Euro Yen trade there. So it got down almost to our level. I was watching pound dollar, must have missed it. But yeah, Euro Yen, I was looking at 87-ish. It looks like it got down to as low as what? 89, so didn't quite get it. Huh. Yeah, Brad. Still up 64 plus 9 on cable. Here's 65 plus 10. And we just followed a fresh high, so I mean, back to 66 plus 11. Let's go now. Let's go, cable. But we are at this L7, so we're at this first target. So let me, gosh, it just looks like we're just going to pop a little bit higher. I got a 67 and some fractional pips here. So I'm just waiting to see if we're just going to pop it or not. There we go. 67.8 even. There's 68. 69. This is what I was looking for right here. Alright, here we go. We're going to hit that 70. I'm at 69 plus 14. $69.5, 69.9. All right. I'm taking, there's 70 right there. 70, 71. I'm taking half off at 70 plus 15. And I'm just going to hold it for a second longer. I might just go flat. But it looks like we want to keep pushing higher. Now this next level up is at, 74-ish. Here we go. Here's 72. $75 would give us 20. There's 73. Plus 18. $73 and change. Let's go. We're going to go a little bit higher. There we go. 74. Here we go. 74.9. Here we go again. 76 plus 21. 77 plus 22. All right, let's see. I'll take that. And out. And it's still going. There's 80. All right, this is an hour bounce. Man, it's still going, guys.